My name is Harry Bloom. I'm the managing partner of Collins Barrow Toronto LLP. We're an accounting firm, the 8th largest accounting firm in Canada, and just to do a little bit of self-promotion here, this is the flagship office of Collins Barrow. And we're here to discuss today the build-out of our flagship office, which took place about a year and a half ago. It's really been a remarkable chain of events that led us to getting this office built, and we couldn't have done it without the design, obviously, and the feedback we've been getting on what was ended up being the results of this project has been like phenomenal. And you know, I think for us it was finding a design group that could actually articulate our vision, because we're accountants, so we're quite linear in how we think, and sometimes we need some type of outside, and we did need outside visioning that helped us really, tie into what our objective was, which is, our tagline is clarity defined, and I think if you look around our space, I think we've captured that. This was very emotional for us because we've waited a long time to build out something that, we finally were of the size and substance where we could actually get everything we wanted. But that being said, with any type of project, and it was a significant build out. I mean, this is like, we built out 4 floors, and each floor had its own nuances. The main floor, which is what we're on now, clearly becomes the showpiece. It is our main client reception room, or client reception area. And, we made changes on the fly. I thought it was terrific. There are certain hiccups that came with this building. This is an old building, so it was a bit of a retrofit. And I thought, that the people at Straticom were always able to work with us on the changes that needed to be made as, little things happen, which they always do. And, we've developed a very close relationship. And speaking very personally, I think Lisa from your team has been, a great friend to this organization, and basically would be here anytime there was an issue.
I'm Stephen McPhail. I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of CI Financial. We own CI Investments and Asante, both well-known names in the industry. And I'm here to talk to you today about our project at 15 York Street, which was about 220,000 feet in total, plus another 8 to 10,000 in an outdoor terrace. We've worked with Straticom for many years, going back, I think, 12 years ago when they did our original space at 151 Yonge. And on this project, we chose Straticom because they'd had a really good idea what CI wanted, what we wanted to build. This is a dramatic change in direction for us in this premises, and we felt pretty comfortable that they could bring that change forward with us. When we moved what we'll call south of the tracks, it was important for us that we create an image for the company that was much more forward-looking. We wanted something that when our clients came down, a lot of the advisors who work for CI, that they had something they could be proud of that didn't look like going to an old tired institution, but something new and forward-looking. And that's where we spent a lot of time with Straticom on that vision and idea of what we can do. Yeah, this floor is special. It's the top floor of the building. It has terrific views over the downtown and the water. But what we use it as is a common area for our employees. So instead of putting executives up here and executive-type offices, we actually made it into a big lunchroom. It's got probably a 9,000 or 10,000 square foot terrace outside of it. So it's a very unique space. I think what was really helpful working with Straticom is that over the last 12 years, we've developed a very good working relationship with them. And it's not just with me. It's at many levels within our organization. I'm sure Straticom would know 50 or 60 people within CI and have worked effectively with them all on trying to bring together a whole bunch of ideas. It's just not what Steve McPhail wanted at the end of the day. It's trying to create a project that everyone wanted, and I thought Straticom was effective at bridging that gap.
Hi, my name is Kim Bruce. I'm Associate Vice President of Facility Services here at Canadian Tire Corporation. My responsibilities include real estate, facility management, and design and construction for our corporate offices in Ontario. We've been working on a couple of really great initiatives with Straticom in our Oakville location. We took the opportunity about a year and a half ago to consolidate some of our offices into a new environment which is much more open than we were used to, and it consolidated offices from our Niagara region and our Burlington region. And just this year we've been working with Straticom on the second building because it was so successful. Because the offices were spread out across the Southern Ontario region, and many of them had not been renovated in 20 or 30 years, the opportunity to brand the space was key. So we took the corporate branding and image, and Straticom really helped in distilling that into a physical environment. I think one of the items that come to mind, particularly working specifically in the Oakville location, was the incorporation of collaborative space, which we just never had the opportunity to incorporate before. And we really relied on Straticom to assist us in understanding what was happening in the industry and how that could tie into our current culture so that we could implement something that was going to be valuable for the employees and not go unused. One of the reasons I like working with Straticom is that they have a very strong business process behind the design. So it's not just good design, it's a good process behind it, which just makes my life easier because I'm working on multiple projects across the province. So I'd have to say that it's been certainly pleasurable, and their talent base has been immeasurably valuable to my team.